Kharkiv region is open for cooperation with all countries of the world. Last year, with the opening of Honorary Consulate of Albania, a new stage in the business and cultural relations between Ukraine and Albania started in the city. During the meeting with Albanian diaspora in Odesa and Zaporizhia regions, places where Albanians live in our country, the future cooperation, which is impossible without speaking the Albanian language, was discussed. The candidates were chosen among Albanians, citizens of Ukraine who thoroughly studied the Albanian language in Albania in order to teach Albanian children the language of ancestors in Ukraine there. The official visit of Honorary Consul of the Republic of Albania in Kharkiv, Mr. Shahin Amarov, was dedicated to the ceremony of opening of an optional course of learning the Albanian language in the village Zhovneva of Odesa region. Guests were greeted by children in national Albanian costumes. Addressing the audience, Mr. Shahin Amarov conveyed greetings from Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of Republic of Albania to Ukraine, Ms. Shpresa Kureta. Adoption of the program for studying Albanian for secondary schools of Ukraine, which took place in June last year, was a very important step forward. I am very pleased that we were able to send Natalia Kircheva and Oksana Shila, respectively, on monthly and one-year course of study of the Albanian language, which was organized by University of Tirana, and we will continue to do so in future. An open lesson of Albanian language during which children were able to demonstrate their knowledge was held at school. This is a historic event today. We are participating for the first time in the history of Albania when Albanian language is studied outside the Albanian state at the official level. These are our first swallows, the first children who are officially studying Albanian language. We hope that you will soon finish school and be good citizens of Ukraine, and you will try to work for the benefit of the two peoples. An open lesson was held by a teacher who participated in one-month training course at the University of Tirana. But there is a feeling of such a personal self-esteem, confidence in what I'm doing right, that our children really need it. It's interesting. I also want to say that I know when I walk around the village, I feel they look at me another way. I seem to bring and finally join the homeland, land of their ancestors and this village. Now I feel the responsibility for a big, huge thing that I started to do, and you need a very decent wage and not give up. After the lesson, Mr. Shahin Amarov presented the books of Albanian language from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Albania. On his behalf, the Honorary Consul presented the school a first portrait of national hero of Albania, Skanderbeg, and gifts with Albanian symbols. I would also like to inform you, according to intergovernmental relations that exist between Albania and Ukraine, for 2016 year, Ukraine has provided 4 places for Albanians who are going to study in higher educational institutions of our country. 1 seat is allocated to postgraduate students, researcher, and it will help us. The funds are given to study our common history, the Albanian and Ukrainian history. The funds are allocated at the state level. I hope that soon we will expand sending our children to study in Albania. Honorary Consul said that in near future, an intergovernmental commission whose work will promote cooperation between the countries, establishment of business and economic relations will be created. During the visit, Mr. Shahin Amarov met the head of the Belgrade District Council and the head of Zhovneva Village Council, met with the residents of Zhovneva Village. We are now developing a system of how to create Albanian cultural center in the village of Neva. I think that from the side of authorities we will send a letter to the regional council in order that the funds were established in 2017 to make able this dream come true for them to implement. because we live in the district where Bulgarians have a cultural center. I think that Albanians, and that would probably be correct, should have a cultural center in the village Zhovneve. During the meetings, the Honorary Consul said that the consulate will continue to meet the challenges that will contribute to the development of relations between the states in the convergence of trade, economic, cultural and educational spheres.